All right, hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com, and thank you for finding me here. So please share my channel. This is, well, it's good information for everybody, so why not? So today I want to talk about the month of September for each of the zodiac signs, and it is best if you, when you follow these and you go find your zodiac sign, that you actually find the sign for your rising. You know, what time it's related to what time you're born. So that's the best way to do this. So when I'm speaking about any of the zodiac signs, it is a generalized forecast with some details, because I'm giving you the details about what's going on in the solar system, but how it relates to you as an Aries or a Gemini or a Taurus, whatever. It will be even more accurate if you know what your rising sign is. All right, I'm going to leave you with that, and let's get started. All right, Pisces, this is for you for September. You guys are always at the end of the day. I've been recording for a couple hours now, and I always seem to cut you short. So I'm going to try and give you a little extra, okay? You're welcome. I'll do my best. Can't make any guarantees. That right there is 20 seconds. Just teasing. All right, September 1st, we have Venus is in Leo, and it conjuncts Mars in Leo. Venus is retrograde still, though. And that's in your solar 6th house. So right off the bat, you know, with Pisces rising, you've got Leo sitting in that 6th house sector. Mars is moving through there. Venus has been retrograde there for weeks. We'll go direct on September 6th. All right. But on September 1st, that conjunction between Venus and Mars, first off, that's the masculine, the feminine. Venus retrograde has been all about what we're doing, what we value. It could be a relationship thing going on. You know, over the last few weeks, you might be working through some issues in your relationships. But if you're not, then let's just focus on the 6th house. And that 6th house is, you know, what do you value in your everyday routine? You know, things have probably been a bit crazy recently with Venus retrograde in your 6th house of routine and your daily work, and the things that your health, and the regular things that you do. But now that Mars is moving through there and Venus is moving through there, it's a lot of activity. So your daily routine must have just been shot to hell, and you're just crazy busy all the time. So it's actually good for work, so that actually can help your career and give your career a boost. But while Venus is retrograde, that's not going to happen. You might have to work more and get paid less. While Venus is retrograde. But guess, like I said, it goes direct on the 6th of September. So eventually your good deeds will not go unrewarded. So just know that there are some good things going on for you once Venus goes direct, okay? Now, on the 8th of September, Mars in Leo, still there in that 6th house of your everyday routine, and you feel like you're electrified. It makes a trine aspect to Uranus, and Uranus is in your 2nd house of values. So this is a fantastic energy. It's way better than a square. The squares are hard and volatile. The trine aspects between Mars and Uranus are full of energy and action. So take action. Know what you value, and whatever that is, you infuse that into your everyday routine, and you're going to be very, very happy with the results, because the results will be just a much happier, passionate life, passionate person. All right? Moving on to September 9th, Mercury in the sign of Libra. Mercury is an air planet, so it's thoughtful, analytical, communicative. In the sign of Libra is all about fair and balance, so it's the diplomat. Squaring Pluto, that's a tough one. When Mercury wants to be the diplomat and Pluto is all about change, and he's really the serious dude, and he doesn't want to hear anything about, you know, being diplomatic. It's just change is change. The square aspect represents challenges. So that day, really that day, Mercury moves pretty quick, but on that day, on September 9th, Mercury, there'll be some challenges. So don't, you know, the moon at that point too is in a waning phase. So don't push any of the communications that feel really difficult. Mercury will go retrograde stationary. It's because it's slowing down on the 9th, and it will go retrograde on September 17th. And when it does go retrograde on the 17th, you know, and then it will be retrograde for 3 weeks in that 8th house of yours of transformation. So there is a lot going on here. I want you just to, you know, kind of tap in, as Pisces like to do. Take your time. Trust your instincts. Trust what you're hearing. And while Mercury's retrograde in that 8th house, you don't have to take any action unless something from the past has come up that you need to do. And that's perfectly fine for Mercury retrograde energy to accomplish something. But only if something has come up from the past. Don't start new things at this point in time. Just wait till early October as far as, you know, those kind of contracty things go. Because while it's retrograde in Libra, in this air sign, you know, we'll be called out on the mat for the mistakes we've made and the lies we've made and the lies we've said. So let's just, you know, take things easy and go nice and slow. All right? And allow the transitions and the shifts and changes that are happening just to happen. Don't add to any of the crap that's going on, if there is any in your life. All right, backing up a little bit, because I wanted that Mercury stuff all together. On the 12th and the 13th, depending on where you live, we do have the new moon solar eclipse. It's in Virgo, 20 degrees of Virgo. It's in your solar 7th house, so that just means that there is something going on in your relationships and partnerships. If you have Virgo in that sector, that just means you're very particular about the people that are in your life. You need your partner to be part of your everyday life. And so when we have an eclipse in there, the eclipses are very strong, powerful. It's a new moon. It wants you to focus in on the details because it's Virgo. The details of what's going on in your partnerships, your intimate relationships, any one-to-one interactions. It wants you to pay attention to that. All right? I will do more. I'll do 2 other videos. I'll do a full video on the new moon eclipse and then the full moon eclipse. The solar and the lunar. I'll do 2 separate videos for those. So if you subscribe to the channel, then you'll be notified when I put them up. Okay? I'll put them up when we get closer to September. So moving on, where was I? Here I am. On the fall equinox, that's on September 23rd, also in your 8th house. So we really are looking for some balance when it comes to those outside resources. That's where Mercury is in its retrograde motion. So we're really looking to find and work through for the next 3-4 weeks, starting on September 23rd. You know, we're really looking forward to figuring out what is fair and balanced for us. Okay, so let me finish up for you with this. On September 27th, we do have the second eclipse of the month, and that is a total full moon. It's a full moon lunar eclipse. It's a total eclipse. It's at 4 degrees of Aries, 10:51 p.m. on the east coast of the United States. Now, this for you is in your 2nd house, your solar 2nd house, because you have Pisces rising. And this is some interesting energy. So when there's an eclipse there, you know, that just means finances are going through some sort of shift. You've already had 8th house aspects going on with Venus, not with Venus, with Mercury, and that 8th house is those outside resources. And what we get with the 2nd house, where the moon is eclipsed, is, you know, what I value and the shifts and changes that are going on in your value system. Eclipses, especially full moons, they show us what isn't working, you know, the full moon. And when it's an eclipse, we have 3 to 6 months of intense shifts and changes. So you might just very well be going through one of those changes where what you value is in an upheaval. What you value is changing now. It could be you work too hard and you just need to work less. You need to figure out how to do that. The eclipses, when we have them like this, that's what they do. They actually help move us forward. You know, if you have a skill that you've always wanted to try and make a living at, you know, when there's an eclipse there, you know, especially in the sign of Aries, you know, you might actually finally be able to drop the I can't do, fill in the blank. You know, you might be able to actually, you should be able to actually drop any of that negative talk, thinking that you can't do something. This is a fabulous opportunity for you, Pisces, with this eclipse in your 2nd house on the 27th of September, to step up and find what it is you're passionate about. And even if you already know what you're passionate about, but to step up and to actually do it. Take it to the next step and start earning a living, doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about, and the things that you value, you know, like your time, freedom. Start working on that. And as a Pisces, you're naturally psychic, naturally intuitive. Trust your inner self. You don't have to get all your answers from outside resources. I appreciate that you're listening. Thank you. If you do want to contact me, please email me through my website. I will be away 27th of July all the way to August 7th. I'm vacationing, camping, so I really won't have internet access just a little bit. I'll answer emails every couple of days. So be patient with me in that time, please. If you'd like to schedule your own appointment, you can do that through Booked In. It is all over my website. You can schedule your own appointment at the convenience, your convenience, all right? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and share this channel with others. Thank you. Blessed be, and namaste.